Hi everybody, I haven't posted for a while now, and I wanted to make a quick video because things are going really good in my life, and I hope to share that in a positive way, not in any like self-righteous way, but just kind of being grateful. But B, and maybe more to the point, I've got kind of a crystallization of the idea of what I want to continue to post about and make my channel about. It's been the focus of my channel from the jump, men's mental health, and the focus on and celebration of mental, physical, spiritual well-being, specifically for young men. Only because I feel, let me see if I get my hair good. Only because I feel like I have some insight, some experience, some value that I can add in this, sector, if you like. And moreover, because that is kind of a nebulous task, beyond just some kind of self-righteousness, like a Tony Robbins, where, oh, I can fix you, and I can't fix anybody, right? I see a way to navigate that mystery, in how to deliver that kind of content in a practical way. I'm more of a, head in the clouds kind of guy, as opposed to being a pragmatic or practical thinker. I like lateral thinking as opposed to linear thinking. But keeping myself on task, I find myself watching videos from YouTube creators like The Quartering, Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, The Critical Drinker, Jordan Peterson, Asmongold. Just there's tons of personalities online that I really enjoy watching and digesting their content. Not necessarily because I agree with them. Let me see if I can frame this a little bit better. Not necessarily because I am in anybody's camp or waving anybody's banner, but because I find that charming, compelling, interesting, intelligent, charismatic people with articulate, well thought out points of view are very compelling, and I enjoy watching that. And I would like to throw my hat in the ring for what I am passionate about, and that happens to be mental health, physical health, spiritual health, right, for young men. Now as much as ever, this is a important issue to me. For those of you that know, me and my wife and daughter and dog, we live in Bend, Oregon, and there was just a shooter, an active shooter, at the nearby Safeway, and that was a real eye opener. In that, I went from the Bay Area to Tahoe to Mount Shasta to here, kind of going from mountain town to mountain town. Long story short. And one of the reasons we've settled in Bend is it has at least the perception of a safe, community. And to have that happen brought, again, one of the issues that I'm most passionate about in my life back to the forefront. That, gosh, there is a undeniable demographic in this country. Can't speak to any real other country. Young men, specifically, they've been called a lot of derisive names. There's a lot of disrespect and hate towards this demographic, and I'd like to change that stigma of, incels and trolls and all these kinds of real dismissive ways of talking about a community of people that is the future of the country. Young men are who go into the labor force and the military and the trades, and these are the people that we need to rely upon in the next half century to provide the goods and services that we rely on as a nation, as a society. I think it's fucking psychotic. I shouldn't swear, I apologize, but I think it's absolutely self-destructive as a super organism, as a nation, to act in a denigrating way toward young men. And so that happens to be something that, and don't get me wrong, this is not an apologist perspective for violence. I do not condone violence in any way, shape, or form. what I do want to do is try to be a voice for mental health, and by extension, physical and spiritual health, specifically for young men, because I think that this is a demographic that needs it as much as any other, and now more than ever. And I know this is already going long, this video, so I apologize, but the insight that I've kind of come to recently is that I can see how I can provide value in speaking to this. I, have all these ideas and feel very passionately about the importance of, healthy lifestyle and moral behavior and good relationships and so forth. But I had a difficult time communicating or articulating or transmitting that in a meaningful way to others, right? It's great to actualize those ideas for myself, and I will continue to do so, and I think that that's wonderful. But the profundity of YouTube lies in the ability to transmit these ideas incredibly efficiently, given the internet and access with cell phones and so forth. So the way that I'm going to move forward, I think, is making reaction videos to the best content that I can find out there on YouTube, where I present somebody that I either think is way off the mark, and I can offer my opinions, or somebody that I'm a fan of, and has something interesting to say, maybe scientific studies, talk shows, news, etc. So that, I think, is going to be a good way of being able to put out more regular content, continuing to stay true to my interest and perspective, and hopefully cultivate an audience of people that are either standing to gain from this type of content. Obviously, anybody suffering with any kind of mental or physical or spiritual distress. Obviously, I'm nobody's savior. I don't mean to present myself that way. And obviously, if you fall in any of those categories, there are resources out there. But I do contend that I can be an advocate, a helper, a node in your network, who potentially is somebody that you can resonate with and gain value from. So that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm coming from. I'm out on the wildfire right now, wearing my yellows and greens. I am a paramedic and working standby on a fire right now. And I just feel like what I've been through in my life and going through the times where I was very self-destructive, and now being in a position where I feel that I have the capacity, ability, kind of call to help others, is a very a powerful feeling, and I want to share that. I want to use that for the community. So anyway, that's where I'm coming from. I hope you guys will tune in. I will start producing these videos in maybe a week or two. I demob from the fire in a few days here, and hopefully I can get a rhythm going. I'll try to do like a 15-30 minute video a week, and I sincerely hope that you enjoy it. And it's that old tired trope, but this is a reality, I think, for people that are open and creatively minded. If one person finds value, tangible value in the content that I can produce, then it's worth it. So I'll do that. And thank you for watching. Love you guys. Appreciate your time. And I'll catch you later.